Hello. I am just going to wait for a few more people to hop on. Hi, Tammy. I am super excited that I have 100K followers. The only sucky thing about YouTube is it's not like right away that you can start streaming. So I'm streaming through my computer right now. So I don't know how. I'm going to attempt to. I wanted to show you how I did the Lola. But since I'm on my computer, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. So I think I'm going to switch it to, I'm going to push the live for the Lola. I'm going to just go live through Swoon. Since it is a Swoon pattern, I will be able to do that. So I'm just going to sit here and chat. And I guess I'll tell you everything that you'll need for this pattern. I did do a live on it, but I didn't show the part where I quilted and where I didn't do the part where I quilted, and I didn't do the part where I embroidered the design. So if you're here, please just comment so I can see that you're here. For those that are just joining, there's going to be some changes just because YouTube, just because you get 1,000 followers, it takes some time for them to update your account. So I can't stream through my mobile, which is how I normally stream when I go on, that's how I normally stream when I am on the Swoon group. It's just easier because I'm able to set up my phone camera so that y'all can see what I'm doing. But I'm on a computer right now, and I just don't think y'all wouldn't be able to see anything on my cutting mat. And since I'm going to be showing y'all how to quilt, I just don't think it would really be helpful because you wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing. Hi, Shanova. Hi, Beth. I don't know if you heard, but I'm kind of bummed because I can't do the live I wanted where I showed you how I quilted and embroidered the bag. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just like wait for everybody to get on. We'll still talk about it. And I will just move the live to the Swoon group. I'll do it next week so that everybody has time to get what you need if you need to. And then I won't do the whole live. I'll just do the part where I quilt it and embroider the design. Hi, Roxanne. So a little bummed, but it'll work itself out. Hopefully next week, my account gets verified through YouTube. I thought it would have because they sent me a link saying that I had 1,000 followers. But apparently it takes even longer after that. So it's not like a right away thing. I know. I'm super bummed because I was really excited to show you how to do this. Everybody has asked a ton of questions on how I did this. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run through what I used. So I had already pre-cut out my Lola panels for this live. So this is just regular marine vinyl. I got this from Fabric Warehouse Direct. So this is pretty good. I like this vinyl. I find it very sturdy. So this is when what I did was I cut my middles when I cut so that I know where my center is going to be. So I use marine vinyl. And then I use foam. the foam really helps. Thank you, Roxanne. The foam helps give the bag that kind of like that three-dimensional like puffy look. You see that? How it's like nice and like it puffs out. So you're gonna want to make sure you use foam. I did quilt a I quilt NCW because I wanted to make an NCW that matched this one, but I didn't want the foam to be super thick, so I tried to use fleece, and you can definitely tell the difference. It's just not like you don't get that like three-dimensional look. It just looked kind of flat. So if you do use fleece, I would maybe layer it. But if not, this foam here, it's not the it is Pellon, but it's not the one that you can adhere on. So it's relatively cheap. You can get this at Joann's, and I want to like when it's not on sale, it's like $4.99. It's been a while. I bought a whole bolt when I went, and it was like 50% off, and I think I so, and this is like, let me see if I have any. Okay, here we go. So I normally have my foam on a roll, like I bought the big rolls. This one here is let's see, Peltex. It's this is a flex foam. So you can kind of see this one has that like Tricot it has like this like Tricot layer on both sides, but this is the one where you can adhere, and this is the one where it's just naked. So you can kind of see the difference. And I feel that the Tricot one is just a tad bit thicker than the naked foam. But I like to use this one because I have an industrial machine, so it doesn't really affect me if I don't cut my foam out of the seam allowance. So I use this one mainly when I'm using vinyl. Hi, Beverly. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be using. And then also I did follow the pattern for, so if you have the Lola, they have the main panel for the foam. That's the size I cut mine out to. So I cut out to that size. And what we're going to do is you're going to want to get a layer of, like, I use SF101. Well, not SF101. I use Woven Fuse. And that's what I'm going to use my foam to my Lola panel. So I'm going to have this, and then I'm going to put that SF101 or Woven Fuse on top to hold this in. I'm not too worried about the middle because we're going to be quilting. So it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. It'll hold it down. It won't move at all. I do use Bastine Spray just to hold it in place while I am quilting. You're gonna want to also make sure that you have a like some kind of like quilting mat. I have the really big like not a quilting mat, but a cutting mat from Walmart. It's like $30, and it has the angle. So it has like a 60, a 45, and a 30-degree angle. And that is how I kind of line up my bag so that I know what angle I go at for the Lola. And then also embroidery wise, let me just go and grab the stabilizers that I use. I use quite a few. Well, I use two. Just because this is, you can tell here, it is kind of a dense design. So I really wanted to make sure that it was going to be nice and secured. And I'll also, once I get off this live, I'm going to link everything. So I'll link where I got the design from, so that you can also make it. I want to say that I may have adjusted the size just a tad bit from the original one, but I have Embroidery software, so I was able to do that. But if you don't, I think it comes to like they have a 5x5, a 6x6, and like a 7. So they have decent sizes. So like, it's not like it's really small. I had to like change it a lot. So I'm going to go grab the interfacing so I can show, or the stabilizer so I can show you. Okay, so what I used was, I tend to always hoop my tearaway. So I'm just using this tearaway. I got this off of Amazon and it came on a really big roll. So I'm going to hoop my, I will be hooping my hoop with the tearaway. And then I like to just float my cutaway. So it's a pretty thick cutaway. That way I know that my design is going to be secure, because like I said, it is a really dense design and I just did not want any chances of it like coming out. I just use a regular needle in my embroidery machine. Also, the embroidery machine I'm using, it's not a multi-needle machine, it's a single needle machine. I have a baby lock flourish. I think the biggest size for that hoop is like a 6x10. So that's what I use, and I think I use like a 5x5 hoop on mine, or no, the 5x7 hoop. But you can, like I said, if you get the design, you can size it to whatever size your panel is. And so for those that are just joining, I'm a little bummed because we got the 1,000K followers, but it takes a while for YouTube to like verify your account so that you can stream live on your mobile. So I'm going live right now through my like webcam on my computer, so I can't really show you what's happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move the live to Swoon, the Swoon group, since it is a Swoon pattern. So that will work out. So if you're not a part of the Swoon group, I will link, it should be linked in my profile anyways, because a lot of my videos are Swoon patterns. Just make sure you join the group and answer all the questions. And I'll go live Monday. Yeah, I'm going to go live Monday at 6 a.m. or 6 a.m., not 6 a.m. I will not be awake. Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think that would be a good time. I know that Tammy right now has a live for the Sydney bag if you're a part of the Swoon group, but she moved that back to 9. So once we hop off here, I will be running over to Tammy's live to moderate it. But I just kind of want to run through what I have. That way, when it comes Monday, we can just get right into it. I'm not going to do the full live, or the full like sewing of the bag, just because I already did a live video on that. Let's see, like last week, I believe. So it's just going to be me quilting, showing you how to quilt, and then putting it on the embroidery machine to embroider it. And then we can just hang out, kind of chat like we normally do. It's going to be an informal live. It's not going to be like the ones I normally do. So, but I will be doing 2 Lolas because that's what I have orders for. So I'm going to be doing 2 Lolas. So just make sure you have your Lolas cut out. Also, if you want to do how I modified mine, I'll go ahead and give you the measurements now, because my Lola is different from the pattern. So you can see here, I use hidden strap connectors. The technique I use is, hi Rhonda, hi Sweet Pea. Yes, I'm so excited. So the technique I use is from Lavender and Twine. I want to say she has a video on the connectors, and if she does, I'll link it in there so that you can kind of like follow along. Because I do have a live of me actually sewing up this Lola on Swoon, which I will. I'm going to try and go through all of my Swoon videos, and I'm going to try to put them all together so that it's one video. I've been putting it off because me and Facebook have not been friends. It's been kicking me off like every 2 hours on my lives. So it became a bunch of like different videos. Unlike before, it was like, oh, I did my 4-hour video and then I would get kicked off because you 4-hour max, and then I would just have a part 2. But this time I have like 4 or 5 parts. So I have to just sit down and edit them all together. Hi, Cindy. Okay, so for those who are just joining, I'm not going to be able to do the quilting and the embroidery live like I originally planned on my Instagram, just because YouTube, I guess it has to verify my account. So I'm going to move the live to Monday in the Swoon group. So if you're not a part of Swoon, head over there. We do a lot of sew-alongs. So I always recommend being a part of the Swoon group, because not just me, there's other admins too, and we do a bunch of videos. I know Tammy is doing a video or a live for like beginners, and it's like a week-long live. You break up the pattern in different parts and you just kind of work through it a little bit at a time. Me, I just do my patterns all in one sitting. And so before I forget, let me tell you about the strap connectors. And also, I did lengthen the straps. So my straps are longer than what the pattern has you do, and they're a different style. So, and I also did a strap end. So I just added like 4 inches to the, I wanted to add like 4 inches to the length of the zipper that it asked for. So my straps are cut to 3 inches by 25 inches. This is a 3/4 of an inch strap. So it's a 3/4 inch strap. For my strap connectors, let me see if I can find my strap connectors. They are somewhere. Here they are. Sorry. So my strap connectors are, I believe, 1.5 inches by 3 inches. And then I just kind of drew my center line. So if you want to do this, the Lola, you can always look at the video or the live I did where I made that Lola I just showed you. I did do the construction differently. I constructed the Lola like you do in the Annette bag. If you've done the Annette by Swoon, that's how I constructed this bag. I didn't go by the instructions. So pretty much that is all you're going to need. The foam, some Bastine Spray, tearaway and cutaway stabilizer, and then coordinating thread. Also, I used a marking pen. You're going to want to use like a marker or a regular pen. You just don't want something that would disappear with heat. Oh no. Hopefully it's not. It could just be my internet. So that's pretty much it. I'm really bummed I'm not going to be able to do the live like I originally planned, just because YouTube hasn't verified my account. So, like I said, once I get off this live, I'm going to link the Swoon group. I'm going to link all of the supplies that you need for the, I guess, like Lola panel sew along. So just join the Swoon group, and we will do that Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And so I hope I see everyone there. Thank you, everybody, for following me and supporting me. And hopefully soon YouTube will verify my account so that I can do this through my phone and we don't have to worry about not being able to go live. I wouldn't be able to show you what I'm doing on a computer. It'd be really awkward. So thank you, everybody. And I will see you on Monday at 6 p.m. in the Swoon group. Bye.